Okay, let's start off with Beaver East, one of Utah's premier elk hunts. So, um, let's first look at draw odds a little bit. So, resident here, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hunts available, and then there's likely 6 available to non-resident. So, resident hunts, point breakdown, looking at 21 to 20 point break here. Late archery, we'll get into that in a sec, but 6 and 5 is going to be point break here. Muzzleloader, 25 range. Early rifle, 5-day, that most people kind of look forward to is reaching up into the 30 points here. And remember, this is for resident. Mid rifle, still a good hunt, but a little bit more difficult with the seasons, and we'll talk about that here in a second, but we're looking at about 22, 23. Late rifle, getting into that mid 20s again, 24, 25 points. And then multi-season year, having to push 30 points to even have a chance here. And then non-resident, let's go through that really quick. Archery is probably going to be your best bet if you're looking to draw sooner rather than later, if you have the points. So you're looking at 26 and 27. Late archery with no applications and it being the second year it's offered. We'll go through this again, like I said. Muzzleloader gonna have to be 30-point range. Same for early rifle. The mid rifle, you'll have a little bit of a chance if you're up in the mid 20s again. Late rifle, also high 20 points. With that said, steep draw odds, but if you are successful in the draw for this unit, you do have opportunities, 360, 380 plus bulls on this unit. So, and that's why it takes so long to draw one of, the top 3 or 4 units in Utah for sure. This is a nugget just giving away. So, especially for residents, if you have elk points and want to have the opportunity at a good, at some good bulls, really consider this late archery hunt. Even if you're a non-resident, 20% chance at 15 points is not something you see. Even for archery, like one of the lowest difficulty hunts for a non-resident, even to get anywhere above 1%, you'd have to have 26 points. So really consider that late archery hunt. You will see lots of broken bulls, but you'll be hunting on, a premier unit and have opportunities at that 160 to 180 class if you hunt hard and are able to find those elk. So let's dive in here. One more thing I wanted to mention. So do keep in mind, though, as you look at the dates of the hunts. So remember that August 21st to the September 6th, this is for 2024, but going forward, you'll be competing with spike elk hunters up until, a week and a half or before the last week of the hunt. So keep that in mind for archery. And then the muzzleloader, you won't have any issues. Early rifle shouldn't have any issues. Mid rifle, you will have competition with rifle spike elk hunters. And then that late rifle, you'll be on the hills of the muzzleloader hunt, so you shouldn't have any issues. But know that you'll have some conflict with the mid rifle and archery hunts if you do draw that with some spike hunters. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Sometimes you can use it to your advantage, but don't be surprised when you draw and you have to compete with other hunters that aren't they're as serious, I guess I should say. Okay, let's dive in. So Beaver, obviously named as It lies next to the city of Beaver. A few different access points. So this Highway 53 takes you all the way up and over ski resort and little community of cabins up at the top. A little bit of private property there, but nothing really crazy to worry about. Nothing that's going to prevent you from being able to hunt. From the north, coming off I-70, there are some roads that come in from the north side. From the the east, there's this road from Marysville. Not a great road once you get up closer, but you are able to eventually connect up with this Highway 153. More of a ATV road, but you can get a truck down on that with four-wheel drive. And then if you are wanting to kind of get up with a trailer onto this east side, this road north of Marysville, coming out of this little mining settlement, is going to be your best access point into this northeastern spot. And then as we kind of go south, this 153 will turn south, and there's going to be lots of roads coming off of that that will help you to access the southern portion of the unit here, and all the way down into this BLM land. You can take some of these roads. Lots of good burns, really lots of good habitat for elk all throughout. We have this 2010 burn. It's been overgrown and overseeded. And so that's a good spot that holds, lots of good elk. And really there's no one particular spot where elk should be or will be. They'll be all throughout the unit. But just find roads that are away from ATVs. I think ATVs on this unit are a bit of not a problem, but more common than the rest, just because it is on this Paiute Trail, as well as the Monroe has the Paiute Trail on it as well, and so it gets more ATV use. So get away from those trails. And there's one call out here on the north side of the unit. There are a few more mines up here, and so those are considered private and not available to hunt. But some of those roads are good to use for access into some of these more rugged spots where you will find elk.